Welcome to the Launch and Landing channel. My name is Adrian. Today we are at a remote paragliding area about 40 kilometers to the west of Bassano. We do have the beginning of April and the road to the first takeoff is still closed. From here it's about 2 kilometers to reach it. The southern slopes of the Asiago Plateau are situated just beyond Caltrano, where the initial launch site known as Faraoro is found. This site will be the focus of today's first visit. Here now I arrived at the decollo. It took me about 5 to 10 minutes with the bike. The road is completely paved until here. So if the street is open, you'll make it in 5 minutes from my parking to get to this place. There are not a lot of parking opportunities, maybe 2 or 3 cars who can park here same time. I don't think you can just leave your car here. I think it should be somehow organized.
The launch site is located on a wide south-facing slope with an excellent gradient. It offers ideal conditions for paragliding flights on hot summer days when lower takeoff sites are less suitable. The only downside is the somewhat uneven terrain due to some rocky outcrops, which can be problematic for less experienced pilots. The takeoff site is not suitable for northerly winds, but can be used with caution in moderate east and west winds. From the launch site, you can get directly into the wide, clear thermals that rise from the slopes below. These thermals can become strong and turbulent during the sunniest hours in spring and summer. Therefore, it is advisable to carefully observe the thermal cycle, as the launch site is leeward of the thermals in certain meteorological wind conditions. From this launch site, the most powerful paragliders, C and D, can head directly for Monte Sumano at about 6.5 kilometers in diameter and aim for an altitude of 600 to 700 meters on its southeastern slopes, an excellent starting point for flights to Novino, Pasubio, the Cengio Alto Group, and Carrega. As already discussed, the launch site is easy to reach by vehicle. Alternatively, you can hike up it via a hiking trail of about 7 kilometers with 1,100 meters of altitude, which starts at the Trattoria Sant'Antonio in Caltrano, which also offers a shuttle service in summer.
About 6 kilometers west from Faraoro, there's a second takeoff called Ceresana. It took me half an hour to get over by bike, and I knew now why the road was still closed. It is a mid-sized takeoff area where 3 or 4 gliders can prepare themselves same time. And the terrain here is sloping down slightly only. So this takeoff area should be launchable without any problems.
Geographically located above the most popular state road to the Asiago Plateau, this takeoff site is probably the most beautiful for dynamic evening flights from May and June to early October. The takeoff site is on an altitude of 1.227 meters. It can be used in southerly winds, but unusable in northerly winds and very dangerous in strong easterly winds, as it is located downwind of the imposing rock walls of Cima del Favero. Due to its location at the entrance to the Astico Valley, it offers unique aerodynamic conditions on the upper slope for dynamic flights, which are often lost when descending below 900 to 950 meters. During the day, There is often a very strong breeze blowing in the valley, which facilitates access for those coming from Faraoro, but makes it difficult to set off in the opposite direction due to the Venturi effect caused by the rocks of the Cima del Favaro. The nearest landing site from the Ceresana Take Off is Colombare, at a distance of about 3.5 kilometers and an altitude difference of about 950 meters.
Here I'm now at the Colombare Landing area, which you can see directly behind me. This landing area is associated with the Ceresana Take Off, which is just over there. The landing area is another huge field, maybe 150 meters long and 50 meters wide. There are no major obstacles found at this landing area. Caution only has to be taken because of the trees at the eastern and also a few of them at the northern part of the landing area. Here now the entire ridge. We already saw Faraoro and Ceresana Take Off. At the eastern side of the ridge, there's a third takeoff, Campanara, with the Rivit Landing, which we are going to visit now. This is the second day of my investigation of this paragliding area. I am now at the Rivit Landing, which is the main landing site here. You can see it behind me.
The expansive landing area, characterized by prevailing easterly winds, spans approximately 300 meters in length and 50 meters in width to the east of the Rivit factory, situated at an elevation of roughly 270 meters. This site not only accommodates the Campanara, but also serves as the primary landing zone for the Faraoro launch site. During periods of strong easterly winds, pilots using lower performance paragliders should exercise caution to avoid excessive altitude loss beyond the western boundary of the field. It is essential to initiate a turn at the tree line to ensure a safe descent and landing. Experienced pilots can also land right in front of the trattoria. During midday, it is advisable to exercise increased caution within the final 150 meters and prioritize a swift and secure landing, as easterly winds and significant ground irregularities within 50 meters frequently generate bubbles, rotors, or uncommon turbulence, which may present operational challenges.
From this landing area, it is possible to hike up to the lower Campanara takeoff site. So I'll start here now at the Trattoria, and it will be about 500 meters of height difference. Here we are now at the Campanara Take Off site. The hike up here was about 1 hour. Takeoff area is facing south. We are here on an altitude of about 730 meters. Launching to the southeast is also possible if the conditions allow. So I unpacked the glider and gave it a chance. The terrain is sloping down nearly perfectly, and this is really an easy takeoff site for launching.